Hello everyone, I am Pawan Kumar KP, Assistant Professor ATMBCE Mysore. Today we are going to discuss on one of the experiment, that is Stephen Boltzmann experiment. In this experiment we are going to determine the value of Stephen Boltzmann constant. So firstly we have to know what is Stephen Boltzmann law of radiation. So Stephen Boltzmann law of radiation, it states that the radiant energy from a black body is directly proportional to its surface area and it is directly proportional to the fourth power of its absolute temperature. So that is Q is directly proportional to A into T to the power of 4. If you remove this proportionality constant, so it will be Q equals sigma A T to the power of 4, where sigma is Stephen Boltzmann constant. And this law is applicable only for the black body. So next, if you come to the radiant heat exchange between the two surfaces, the equation becomes Q equals sigma A Ts to the power of 4 minus Tb to the power of 4, where Ts will be the temperature of the surrounding and Tb will be the temperature of the body which absorbs the radiant energy. And A, that is surface area, will be the area of the body which absorbs the radiation. So using this formula, we will determine what is the value of sigma, that is Stephen Boltzmann constant. Okay. So firstly, we will come to the tabular column. So here it consists of surface temperature of a hemispherical shell, that is T2, T3, T4 and T5. And next will be T6. T6 will be the temperature of the disc, that is copper disc, which we consider as the black body. So the T6 value will be taken at different intervals of time, like initially at 0 seconds, next 20, 40, 60, like that we will take the temperature reading. So next, before going to the formula part, let us see what will be the operators of the experiment. So the experimental apparatus consists of the hemispherical shell, on which there will be a thermocouples to determine T2, T3, T4 and T5. This hemispherical copper shell will be surrounded by the water jacket. Okay. So next there will be a provision at the top for the placement of the copper disc, as you can see here. So for this water jacket we need hot water. For that purpose we have given a heater. So this heater, from this heater the hot water will enters the surrounding of the copper shell. So the heat energy from the hot water will be transferred to the hemispherical shell. From the hemispherical shell the heat gets radiated. The heat gets radiated and it will be incidented on the copper disc like this. Okay. The amount of heat energy that is radiated from this hemispherical shell will be equal to the amount of heat absorbed by this copper disc. Using this concept, we will derive an equation, that is Stephen Boltzmann constant, that is sigma, will be equal to mc Cpc into dt by dt divided by AC into Ts to the power of 4 minus T6 to the power of 4, where mc is the mass of copper disc, Cpc is the specific heat of the copper, and dt by dt, where capital T denotes the temperature and small t denotes the time. To determine dt by dt, we have to write the graph, that is temperature versus time graph. By using this, we can write the slope. By using the slope, we will get the value of dt by dt. Okay, that is temperature gradient with respect to time. So if we will get the value of dt by dt. AC is the area of the copper, surface area of the copper disc, and Ts is the surface temperature of the hemispherical shell. It is given by T2 plus T3 plus T4 plus T5 whole divided by 4. We have to take the average. And to convert it into Kelvin, we will add the temperature, average temperature by 273 Kelvin. So we will get Ts. Next T6. T6 is the initial temperature of the copper disc, which will be noted down at 0 seconds. Okay. Before starting the experiment, we will note down the temperature of the copper disc, that is T6. That value will be used here. So by substituting all the values, we will get the value of Stefan-Boltzmann constant, that is sigma. But for what values we have to take? If you take all the values, we will get the value of Stefan-Boltzmann constant. But the values of Ts has to be taken for T2, T3 and T4 and T5 after the system has come to steady state. That is very important. After the system has come to the steady state, that is when T2, T3, T4 and T5 values becomes constant, at that time we have to take the calculation part. Okay. So like this we will calculate what is Stefan-Boltzmann constant. Now we will discuss the procedure to conduct the experiment to determine Stefan-Boltzmann constant. This is the experimental setup of Stefan-Boltzmann experiment. This is the temperature indicator. This is the power on button, heater on button, and this is the hemispherical shell. Inside this there is an hemispherical shell and it is surrounded by the water jacket. So this is the copper disc. This is the water heater. So from this we will heat the water, and by using this valve we will supply the hot water into the water jacket, as you can see. So the experimental procedure goes like this. We will switch on the power on button, next heater on button, next we will place the copper disc like this. Next we will supply the hot water by opening this valve. So after some time we will note down the temperatures. Here channel 1 is the heater temperature, channel 2, channel 3, channel 4 and channel 5 are the surface temperatures of hemispherical shell at different points. Channel 6 is the surface temperature of the copper disc. Okay. So after like this we will take for different intervals of time till T2 to T5, that is the surface temperature of the hemispherical shell becomes steady or constant. So the experimental procedure for Stefan-Boltzmann experiment is like this, and we have already discussed the calculation part to calculate Stefan-Boltzmann constant. Thank you.